What's up, traders? This is Vee Trades, and today we'll be doing a technical analysis breakdown for strategy B with the ticker symbol MSTR. I will first be going over what I see in the daily chart and finish the video off with the weekly chart. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Please trade at your own risk. So, looks like we're seeing a nice day today for MSTR, almost a 1% gain, but it's near this prior high of about 420s. Looks like it's bound to break it anytime now, maybe today, maybe sometime this week, because Bitcoin is also pumping up higher to new all-time highs. So the technicals were looking bullish for a while now, ever since we were able to push through this downward sloping trend line. As you can see here, it looks like we had that failed breakout right about there. Price sold off. We broke out, back tested for support, the trend line, and now it's trying to move up higher. So as right now, it looks like this upward sloping channel is probably the thing you need to focus on. It's the thing that's currently in play. So it looks like the market participants are also looking at maybe some sort of channel or trend line. And you see that we did get 3-touch confirmation. You take the initial point, we have the second point right here, the third point. So looks like this channel is in play. If the channel is in play, the channel rules are price hits one side, it will try to work its way to the opposite side. So the top side of the channel is potentially the new target. So let's say we were to go to the top side of the channel today, that would bring it to a price point of about 515. So it's probably not going to happen in one day. So let's just, go a couple weeks out. So probably 550, mid 500 is probably the next target. It's not guaranteed, right? No one knows the future, but I'm projecting it to get there because of the data that is present as of right now. It's just all projections. It's all just predictions. So we have one leg up right here, start of the second leg, and this is currently targeting right around 558. So we could probably see a new all-time high maybe sometime end of this month, potentially early to mid-August. I would say late August at the latest. I mean, time-based is very tricky. It can happen sooner, it can happen later, but as right now, this thing looks pretty good. I think once it breaks above the 420s and into the 440s, 450s, there's not a lot of resistance to the all-time high. So we just need to break probably this level right about there. If we could break the 430s, I think there's a good chance we will continue to shoot up higher. It may pull back, which is fine. That just adds in more time. But overall, I'd say the chart is looking pretty bullish. The bears were not able to make a leg down, a measured leg down. This is all one leg down right here. And this was the start of the second leg right over here. And bears, they were not able to do it. Price had like a triple bottom back over here at the 360s. And then now, we're moving up higher. We starting to stop out the shorts. So there's probably a bunch of stop losses above the 430s by the shorts. So there's a good chance that they will probably be squeezed out, and we'll probably see a breakout higher towards all-time highs, 550s, 560s in a short amount of time. Again, that's the projection. It's not guaranteed to happen. I think, who's still hanging on is a lot of viewers dropped off. I used to get about 5,000 views per video of MSTR. Now it's about 4,000, sometimes even just above 3,000. So you can see that, people came due to the hype and they left when the hype died down. But, people like me, people like you who are still in this, who really believe it, it's working out pretty good. 420 right now. Bitcoin looks like it's just has basically no resistance for a while now because it's at new all-time highs, uncharted territory. So this is looking pretty good. So let's see how it develops. Let's take a look at Bitcoin on the daily chart, Bitfinex chart, and similar situation. There's a channel in play, and if we go for a measure move target for Bitcoin, it's about $136,000, probably by early August. So today is a new all-time high, 113,660. Most likely, it's probably not going to stop. I don't think this is going to be the top. It's very tricky to call a top. It's a very low probability thing. So most likely, this is not going to be the top. I have much higher projections than this, but that's exclusively for members. So as right now, I'm just giving you guys just a short analysis for Bitcoin. So I'm looking for higher price for Bitcoin. I'm looking for a higher price for MSTR. That's basically the only two things I own because it's the only two things that are really like worth it. Bitcoin is a hurdle rate. If you're not getting more than what Bitcoin can give you every 4 years on average, then you're losing money, right? If you own a different stock, if you just put it in a bond or a CD, or you just hold it as cash, If you own another tech company, if you're not beating Bitcoin, which is just money at the end of the day, if you guys understand money, you guys understand money's history, then you would understand that Bitcoin is the apex predator for money, and it will be the next money that everyone will use because it's perfectly engineered to be, um, you know, a medium of exchange, store of value, unit of account, whatever you want to call it. So I'm saying is that Bitcoin, if you're not beating Bitcoin's average return rate, then I think you're losing money. So that's why I own majority of Bitcoin in my portfolio. And the next best thing would be a company building their company on top of the new monetary system that we're entering, which is Bitcoin. So that's how you get a higher return than just buying Bitcoin. So that's why I own MSTR. So, I mean, you could be even more crazier and own the leveraged options, or even leverage MSTR equities or whatever they are, ETFs. But that has the decay factor. So I think a lot of people got destroyed when MSTR just trades sideways like this. But when it starts moving, that's when those really pay out. But other than that, like I said before, if you're not beating Bitcoin's hurdle rate, average return rate, which is about, I think, 50%, let's just say conservatively for the next 20 years, we'd be like, let's just say 20%. So if you're not getting more than 20% from any investment, or even your company, if your company is not profitable and you're not, you can't beat Bitcoin than just buying straight Bitcoin, then there's no point of having that business unless, you're using it to buy Bitcoin and stuff like that. But you can just see that Bitcoin is the hurdle rate. It is the thing you have to beat, and it's very difficult to beat. MSTR has historically beat it, and especially Nvidia too, but barely. And we don't know for how long. It's already a $4 trillion market cap, practically. So let's see what happens for MSTR. That's all I have on the daily charts for MSTR and Bitcoin. Let's remove all the drawings. Let's take a look at the weekly chart on the log scale. Overall, things are looking pretty good. It looks like it's moving up higher now. It's trying to advance. We have this trend line right here, and now we had this trend line. Looks like we're finally moving up higher. If we look for a measure move target, one leg up right here, second leg up, $1,500 potentially by the end of the year. But I'm looking for something better than that. I'm looking for $4,000 by the end of the year, and it is theoretically possible, technically possible as well. So I think once on the weekly chart, you can see that the closes of the candles are right around this level, right about here. I would say, somewhere right around the mid 400s. So you see that, once we get above this level right here, it's off to the races. So I'm looking for a breakout above 430s, 440s, a strong breakout, and that would be a very good thing for higher prices. So overall, MSTR looking pretty good. So far, let's just say you bought, late June. Well, you're already up like almost 20%. So if your average is 360, you're almost up 20%. Minus 330, which is right about here, 330. So that's about 27%, almost 30, which is nothing. Like I said before, I'm going for 4,000, and then we'll see about that, right? Depending on how the price action looks. If it looks bearish, then I might get out earlier. If it looks bullish, then I might scale out. So there's different strategies I'm thinking of. But again, I'm looking for $4,000. If we top right now, then I'm holding, because I know it's probably going to get there eventually. Maybe not this cycle, but next cycle. So I'm okay with that. But I'm in a unique position versus other people. So all I have for MSTR on the daily and weekly charts is Vee Trades, and thank you for your time.